That's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything again.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So Louisiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Perry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Takes him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense when you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Tigers! And they strike first.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hands it off. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air, it's Howard. Fires the pass, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Howard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Manning. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Jensen. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Big big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Looking for the end zone. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Finds his tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Caught over the middle, it's Perry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They just keep firing. Under fire. Just gets rid of him before the heat.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And back to the air on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Hauls it in. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Running to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Howard. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Manning. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Manning. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.